Okay, so I wasn't gonna like continue my response, but I'm bored, so I'm gonna anyway.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think that's the old piggy whack. I don't think you should do that.
Feeding children milk from plants. Feeding children the breast milk of a mother from an entirely different species.
Okay, to her last point there, kids definitely don't need cow's milk. Enough said.
Anti-vegan argument hotline. How can I help you ruin a vegan?
I mean, is he a nutritionist? Yeah, they might not need it, but is it bad for them? I love cheese. I've been eating cheese all my life. I'm like a cheese aficionado. Cheese is my favorite thing. And I've been eating cheese since a little kid, and I'm kind of old now. I didn't die from it. Although he did say, like, yeah, like, they don't need it, but they don't not need it either.
Today. Okay, you said that killing dogs is wrong and they've asked you what the moral difference is between a pig and a dog. Easy. Say, because I like dogs, and that would be weird. Okay.
Hang on a second. Didn't you just do that in another video? Are you rehashing jokes? How dare you?
Okay, and then they've said...
I think this is like an inside joke from Isaac Butterfield, because he's a comedian and he will rehash jokes all the time because that's what comedians have to do.
that in some cultures it's quite normal to eat dogs, and just because something's accepted within society doesn't make it morally sound. Okay, so what I want you to say is butt bacon. Thank you. Next caller.
Okay, so we've already covered this, but yes, butt bacon.
Okay, so you've said that you enjoy eating meat, and they've said that just because you derive pleasure from something does not mean that others should suffer. Then listed just a couple of instances.
Hey, well, okay, just because we enjoy eating meat doesn't make it a moral reason, obviously. Anyone who says that is just like, is basically what...
No, like, this is what, like, and I think Isaac Butterfield actually understands this, but he's playing his character or something. Because I can't believe he's, like, this stupid, that he doesn't realize that, like, if you are a vegan, okay, if you're in that mindset or that perception of the world as a vegan, then yes, eating meat is a moral choice and a moral abomination almost, you know? And does he not understand that, or is he just like keeping it a little bit fucking on the easy level to sort of make a good video? I don't know. I've got no problem in a way. Okay, I've not got no problem. I understand that some militant vegans literally see eating meat as bad as like eating a human, because that's their outlook. Like that's their perception, and it's very real to them. That like eating meat is like eating the carcasses of innocence, you know, of innocent, the equivalent of like walking down a supermarket aisle and seeing human steaks. That's sort of with the real extreme vegans, that's how they perceive it. That's the extreme, but if you even dial it back a little bit, obviously it's a moral thing for them in their outlook. And I don't know. I think Isaac Butterfield knows this, but he can't really. He's got to make a video that's fun, right? And funny.
They're saying to you is, shut the fuck up, you stupid vegan. You can't win a moral argument against a vegan person. It's very, very difficult. I'll tell you what.
No, you can't win a moral argument against anyone really that has a massively different worldview to you, or a massively different moral compass to you, or whatever. You can't. So just don't bother. That's my opinion. Just don't bother. If someone completely has a completely different view to you, just like explore their view, but don't try to change it, because you're never going to change it. Just like they're probably never going to change your view.
Why? Because killing isn't lovely. You are harming that animal. You are hurting it. But unfortunately, for those animals that I choose to consume, my health and my family's health is paramount to their existence. That's the reality.
And this is pretty much the only thing that this is the only argument that makes sense from Isaac Butterfield. Is like, me eating meat or whatever is good for me and my family, and that's what I care about. That's like, it's not an argument, it's a stance. It's a stance, and you can't argue against it. Just like you can't argue against a vegan that says, I don't eat any meat because I don't like the fact that it's exploiting animals or something. Okay, let's just all respect each other and fucking move on.
Reality of the situation. That's what we're dealing with. And if you want to be upset by that, that's fucking on you.
Instances where people use and abuse others for their own pleasure. What I want you to say is, where do you get your protein from? Thanks. Next caller. Okay, so you've said that our ancestors ate meat for centuries, and they've come back with the fact that our ancestors lived in survival mode, not abundance, with the ability to make ethical choices, and that they also...
I'm going to go out on a limb and say a little bit longer than centuries. People have been eating meat longer than, the 1600s, but go on.
And that they also did a lot of things that we projected, like slavery, burning witches at the stake, and not watching Netflix for 6 hours a day. Easy. Just say, what if you were stranded on a desert island?
Hey, you just rehashing fuck.
I mean, like, just to like jump on Isaac Butterfield's side here. It depends how long you think humans existed and how much they existed in civilizations that were stable enough for farming and stuff. But if you go back like a long time, if you believe in the kind of like a lack of civilization idea, that like back in the day people were hunters and gatherers and that kind of shit, then they weren't farming. Farming's kind of recent, like, I don't know, last 20,000 years, if you believe in that shit, which I don't. But yeah, like, wouldn't it mean that we, as humans, were pretty much just logically, bro, at least able to survive on meat and it not to be harmful for us,
Jokes here. This is getting a little bit outrageous. I don't know how I feel about this, but yeah, back in the day, people would have to hunt to survive. And that is how our bodies have evolved over millions of years, much like animals like...
But on a counterpoint, I think it's different. I think we have evolved within the, I'm not going to say confines, within the environment of civilization where people have evolved to eat and live off what the collective provides, which is farming, which is like grains and shit, Like, think about like milk, okay? Like, so like, milk is kind of a farming thing. You need to have a cow, like, maybe with like, it's tied somewhere and you can milk it and get the milk out of it. And the place that didn't have that are massively more lactose intolerant, all right? So maybe it's the same thing. Like, we've evolved to be able to eat like wheat and shit within the confines or within the environment of civilization, right?
Gorillas have evolved just to eat a lot of plant material, and they look fucking jacked, okay? There's a reason you don't see vegans looking like that, super jacked and eating plants all day, eating broccoli all day, and that is because human beings have not evolved in that fashion. They have evolved to eat meats and fruits and berries and shit like...
I'll say one thing, right? It's like pretty hard to kind of get beef where I live now. But I get it, and I paid like a bit of a premium for it, right? And I'll see other people who are this like sample bias. It could be just because they're rich enough to afford it, because beef's expensive. But I'll see people who are buying beef, which is very few people, when I'm buying it. They look pretty fucking healthy, man, compared to the rest.
That, okay? And vegetables too. Veggies are great. Good on you. Get some on your plate tonight. Have a veggie for me. But the fact of the matter remains that human beings are made to eat meat. You can't beat that argument. You can't do it. It's impossible to do. Sorry.
When I was shopping today, I found some more misleading packaging from the
Oh.
meat dairy industry. Let's take a look.
But the made to eat meat thing is not an anti-vegan argument, right? The idea of veganism is to do the least harm to animals. So if you can not eat meat and survive or be healthy, then you shouldn't buy that ideology. So the fact that like eating beef or eating meat, it keeps people healthy for, or has done for like thousands of years, actually is completely irrelevant to the argument of veganism, which I think Isaac Butterfield should know, because I think he knows as much about veganism as me.
This cow looks pretty happy. Now, this must have been before she was popped into what the industry call a rafe rack. This is quite
rafe
cute,
rack?
but do we think our kids would be happy to know that the chicken from Old MacDonald's farm was sent to slaughter at only 6 weeks old? Fitness outcomes. Now, that's almost...
I got one for you. I gave I've got chickens, and my 2-year-old and I found a worm. We're doing a bit of work in the backyard, and we found a worm. And I said to my son, to try and show the circle of life and animals eat animals, I said, let's go give it to the chicken. And I put the worm on the ground and the chicken ate the worm. Like, you know, that's what chickens fucking do, right? If what you're saying is true, his reaction should be horror. No, he just went, oh yeah, that's it. He was like, ah, it's gone. Eaten. Yum, yum.
Yeah, like sort of like jumping off this point, I think a lot of the vegan people, or like the VYC kind of people, they all seem a lot, from my I don't know, perspective, to be kind of, at least the ones that were influencing, to kind of being city boys and city girls, and not just that, but I hate the word privileged. Like, had some advantages in life or something, but I guess you just need that, I guess, to become a YouTuber. But yeah, like, we're talking like these people didn't grow up on farms or anything, and I'm a city boy, right? Completely, like full on city, never seen the fucking countryside or farming, and then I ended up working and living on farms, and I got caught up quickly, you know, with it. And yeah, I think that a lot of it is just a lot of what the VYC was about, and this kind of attitude that he's talking about is just having like no connection with farming. Like people say, on nature. Really farming, like no real connection with farming, you know?
The chicken, because that is our baseline as human beings. We know that animals eat animals, that it's only through the way that we live our life now that it even becomes a question of morality. In the past,
And like the delusion went so far. Like I used to follow this guy called Vegan Foot Soldier, because he was like a great editor, creative guy, like a musician. He just made awesome videos and stuff, like literally like a hero of mine in that respect. And he'd make these crazy arguments, even that like, oh yeah, like in Thailand people don't eat a lot of meat or something. Only like the rich do or something. It's like, no, fucking, I spent like 6 years living in Thailand with poor people. I lived with Thai people in Thai places where it's like, you know, we're talking like 1,800 baht a month rent kind of shit. Do you know what I mean? Like there ain't no fucking phalanx there, man. And no, they eat a lot of fish, a lot of meat, and his whole thing was like based on this like, what's the word? Blinkered idea. Like it's when you perceive the world through your own lens, which we all do, but when you've got a strong ideology of like what veganism can be for some people, they can literally go to a place like Thailand where they fucking eat like loads of pork, loads of fish, loads of beef, loads of fucking everything that is not vegan. In fact, I had one of my friends there, her brother was a vegan. He said like it was like the hardest place. This is a Thai person. The hardest place to be a vegan in the world. because everywhere you go, they're going to put something into your food. Oyster sauce, fish sauce, something is actual vegan food. The only places it exists is like these vegan cafes or something, like in Bangkok or Chiang Mai, and it's for fucking Falang foreign vegans.
Past and forever, we have eaten things to survive. If something horrible happened and we had to go back to hunting every single day and struggling to survive, all of the vegans would shut the fuck up and go back to eating meat because it is the
But I don't know about you, sir, but I'm struggling to survive every single day.
most nutritious piece of food that you can have as the center point of your plate, if you will. You should have all other little bits and pieces, but it is the centerpiece.
Now that's almost as rich as the bolognese itself.
You know what it comes down to? It's this simple. Everyone do their own shit. Okay? Some of my viewers are vegans. Fucking no problem with you. No problem with the vegans that follow my channel. Go for it, man. It makes you feel good, or like you feel like, I don't know, not like you'd feel bad if you ate meat, so you don't. It's fucking great. Go for it. Live your life and stuff. You can even do some activism on the side or whatever, as long as it's not like, you know, Cuba Truth. I should make a video on those cans. But you know, like, I don't mind. I've got no problem at all with vegans living their best life, you know. And the same with the carnivores. Go live your best life, right? The problem comes when people start trying to, okay, not trying to change other people, but trying to change other people in like real bad ways, in like real dark ways, because once you are completely right about something, you can be pretty mean to the people that you see as enemies, you know? So like, for instance, like being a vegan, living your own life, fucking great, making your fucking great food and shit. And the best thing for a vegan ever to do, in my opinion, is like invite people around who are not vegans, give them some of the vegan food. Some of it's good, right? That's great. But like the online vegans is different because they need to make like a sensational thing, you know? They need to make it polarized, and they just demonize the opposition and shit, right? And the same goes for the carnivores. The same even goes for like Isaac Butterfield, like saying, like he's got some like brainwashed. I'm not gonna apologize. She's fucking brainwashed. She's like repeating freely Dorian Ryder shit from like 2017, and he's like kind of saying all vegans are cunts or something because of this. It's like, I get it. He's trying to make views and stuff. Vegans aren't cunts. Carnivores aren't cunts. Most of us are not even vegans or carnivores. And let's just fucking, I don't know, chill out. If there's one thing that we could all agree on, it would be like factory farming. Wouldn't it be that? That's something everyone could agree on. No one's going to agree on anything when they're polarized to this extent.
Especially since meat is a Group 2A carcinogen. Skinny Cow, now she looks pretty laid back for someone who hasn't been producing enough milk and is about to be sent to slaughter.
Okay, you know what? She's brought up cancer again. Let's go and actually talk to a doctor about this. Let's ask Anthony Chafee, who is...
You know what cancer is? This fucking TikTok vegan chick is cancer. Isaac Butterfield is cancer. I'm cancer for responding to it. YouTube is cancer. It's the internet that is cancer. That's the real cancer, man.
A specialist in neurosurgery and is an expert when it comes to nutrition and the carnivore diet. So let's ask Anthony Chafee about the big C word and meat.
Red meat does not cause cancer. Well, what we have to remember about the...
Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, no homo or something. He's a bit too jacked, you know what I mean? Like, is he natural? HRT? He looks like he's like 35, but he looks like he's on like a lot of HRT, if you know what I mean.
Idea that red meat causes cancer is that it comes from the 2015 IARC working group through the WHO, where they took a couple dozen studies that showed a very weak correlation between.
You know what my advice would be like? Fuck your studies. Fuck everyone's studies. Fuck the studies from the vegans. Fuck the studies from the anti-vegans. Fuck everything. Just experiment with your own diet till you find what works for you. That's what I did. Experiment with different diets to see what works for you, because we're all fucking different, right? And when you get a diet that sort of works for you, it's like, oh shit, you know it's working. You will know it's working. You might not know why it's working. It could be like elimination, like, okay, you've gone this way, so now you're not eating this, and that's what was your kryptonite. Okay, but if you keep moving diets around a while, you'll find your kryptonite. Like, I know what my kryptonites is. My kryptonites are, or my kryptonite is, and it's because I've tried different diets. I think what's more important is what you don't eat, not what you do eat. But these cunts, they've got to sell ebooks, right?
Processed meat and colorectal cancer, really only an 18% increased risk association. This was done by epidemiology, looking at food frequency questionnaire.
Yeah, plus, like, since the whole COVID shit, I don't believe any fucking studies anyone fucking says. Sorry.
Asking people to try to remember what they've eaten in the last 2 to 4 years sometimes, and trying to get valuable information out of that, which of course is impossible because that's wholly inaccurate. They go one step further in making this more inaccurate by saying processed food is basically any junk food that makes.
This is like a bad take for me. I don't give a fuck. Anyone that's that jacked, I don't trust. It's pretty, okay, he might be completely natural, but like just looking at how jacked he is through a shirt, it's like, I'm just thinking he's a fucking fitness health influencer. And pretty much 90% of everybody on YouTube who is an influencer is selling shit for money, and they cannot be trusted. So this guy could be the most honest guy in the world, and that's cool. I just prefer not to trust him until he's proven to me that he is not one of the 90% of fucking shill cunts that are selling bullshit.
Contain meat.
Who are on fucking roids to help sell it.
Such as hamburgers along with fries and a drink, or pizza, lasagna, sandwiches generally. And this is literally what.
And you know what? Fuck it, man. Like, all this, like, you gotta eat the right shit, do the right shit. Fuck, like, how long do we have on this earth, Like, do I want to live to 100? Do you want to live to 100? Like, if I have to live to 100, but, like, not have fucking pizza and, like, fucking drink wine and smoke cigarettes and just do stupid shit, that's not, like, kind of bad for me. Fuck it. I'll clock out at 60 happily, man.
They are calling meat or processed meat. Meat makes up a very small proportion of the calories. And even
just to not be one of these cunts that is chasing longevity. That's the main thing. Like, I get this shit from my daddy, and he's like, oh, make sure you don't do this too much. Make sure you exercise enough and all sort of shit. Like, he's fucked from over-exercise because he's like a runner, so his heart's fucked. Because you know that whole thing when everyone started, like, jogging all the time and running all the time? Yeah, it turns out it's not fucking good for your heart, So, like, he's telling me, like, to, don't drink too much, don't party too much, don't like smoke too much, don't eat too much of this shit, and like, it makes you exercise. I'm like, fuck it, man. Like, I'm happy to just enjoy my life and just go when fucking God says it's fucking time, man. I'm not gonna fucking be a monk.
And it only showed an 18% increased risk association. Now that's significant because if you can't get a 200% increased risk association.
What's the risk association with you working out too much? Even if you're nutty, look at the size of this guy's fucking muscles and shit. Do you think that's healthy? I might be taking a bit of inspiration from like Sverige here, but maybe like working out all the time isn't good, or is it good? Is there any kind of studies? You know, who knows? But if you look good, you can sell shit, right? If you look big, you can sell shit. But is being muscular healthy? Is being this muscular healthy? Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. Though.
It is considered not valid in an epidemiological sense. It's just considered backward.
And like, we're literally on a fucking Isaac Butterfield video about veganism, and we've got some guy who's just talking shit. Like, where are we? YouTube's fucked, man. Like the title of this video is, there's no point or whatever in like responding to vegan. Not even vegan. There's no point in responding to vegan related content because it's so fucking insane now. This is my last video with any of these kinds, except Abbas Luciel. If he comes back, I'll respond to him.
Noise, because there are so many of these confounding factors that may mix things up. Also, they didn't correct for people that eat more meat and processed meat like junk food and pizza tend to smoke more, tend to drink more. If you want to look at complete data and not the cherry-picked ones that the IARC used, you can look at a recent publication from the University of Washington in Seattle, which is the #1 medical school in America most years, and one of the top research institutions in the world. They published a paper in the prestigious publication Nature called The Health Effects Associated with Consumption of Unprocessed Red Meat, a Burden of Proof Study. In this, they look at
Like, this is like 3 or 4 minutes of this dude on an Isaac Butterfield video. Isaac Butterfield is supposed to be a comedian. That's what he built the channel on. Is this funny? I don't think it is.
800 studies that the IARC threw to the side because they didn't want to look at it, or much higher quality evidence, had less confounding factors, and found weak to no evidence that even processed meat had any association whatsoever with colorectal cancer or any other form of cancer, or any disease at all, including cardiovascular disease or diabetes. And
this is a problem, right, with pretty much a lot of comedians. They forget why they became a comedian and what made them become a comedian. They became a comedian because they wanted to like fucking make crowds laugh, like, or the challenge of making crowds laugh. And then they get famous and they start thinking, well, now I'm big and I've got like, 1 million subscribers or something, I'm going to start like being political. This is a political video now. You know what I mean? Like, make no mistake, last 3 minutes is some bullshit about fucking eating meat or something. That's political. That's not funny. I'm not fucking laughing. You know what I mean? Like, no one's laughing. And this happens to so many comedians that they forget the whole fucking... Like Isaac Butterfield, if you watch this far, which I fucking doubt you have, right? Your job is to kind of be funny, and like your talent is being funny. Your talent is like, you're a comedian and you're good. You can like make people laugh on YouTube. You can make people laugh like in your tour where what do you call it? Like an arena or something, like a theater of people. You can make everyone have a great time that night. That's your fucking job. It's not like this serious shit. You know what I mean? Leave the serious shit for fucking like cunts like me and cunts who don't have your fucking talent of comedy.
No link whatsoever between unprocessed red meat and any of these conditions, including cancer, heart disease.
Like, we're still going with this shit. Suppose I'm not joking. I had to check. Like, is this an ad or something? No. Like, it's Isaac Butterfield. It's still Isaac Butterfield video. This is still his video. His channel's comedy, right? It's a comedy. This particular video is like a comedy response to like a vegan, apparently comedian. This is like, we're still going with this, I don't know, this dude.
etc. So really the claims against meat causing cancer really just amount to bias and cherry picking. And
Look, man, like, this guy's not causing cancer, right? Isaac Butterfield is causing cancer. The cancer of his content on YouTube is terrible. It's terrible now. It was great once. Like, I'd just like to say, okay, like, can anyone understand this idea when the comedians are coming up, they're great because they're funny, and as soon as they get like political in any way and their content becomes political, they just start fucking pissing you off. I don't mean it like, dance monkey, you're paid to dance like a monkey. It's just like, it's not that. It's like, we followed you because you took us away from the shit, this politics shit, or made a joke of the politics shit. Like, in a way, what's the word, man? It's on the tip of my tongue, eh? You helped us, comedians, like yourself, when you were funny, helped us ascend all the politic bullshit. Ascend it. That's what a comedian sort of does. And then, once they start getting into the politics, it's gone. The magic's gone, man. My advice to Isaac Butterfield is just like, get back to what you're good at, man. You're good at like making people laugh, right? Let other cunts do the politics shit.
not real data-driven science.
Here is why I'm no longer vegan. Firstly, I had to listen to my body. And it's so important that no matter what, we listen to our bodies, even if it's at the expense of others. You have to listen to you. And secondly, personally, I actually only buy...
I agree, by the way, with what she's saying. I'm glad she's changed her mind.
Grass-fed, organic, locally, humanely slaughtered animals who didn't feel any pain
and then are perfectly butchered and sold at my local unicorn pixie grocer that's family owned in my local community.
But it's like... Okay, I've got like 5 minutes to go. I'm so over this whole fucking video. Like I said before, I'm over like my reaction to it. I'm over watching the video. I'm over Isaac Butterfield. Now he's really pissed me off. And I'm already over this TikTok girl. The whole thing's shit, but I'm going to push on. You know, I'm going to go for the next 5 minutes. Yeah, because in the first video I said I was going to do the full 9 yards, and I got so pissed off I had to stop. And I think now, like, I mean, no one's watching this anyway. That's what's great about my channel. I have like, what, 6,000 subscribers. I have like pretty much 25 people who actually watch my shit. And even those people are not stupid enough to still be watching now. Because this is a shit video. I apologize if you're still here.
Thank you for listening.
Beautiful. Well done. That is the perfect way to live your life. And I'll tell you why. In fact, I'll ask you a question, Amy. If I was to eat a deer, okay, and that deer was hunted by me, would you say that that animal's death was better if I killed it or old age took it and it starved to death and was eaten by ants, asshole first? If anything, I'm helping it, right? If it lives a long and happy and lovely life. If I kill it too young, then that's not cool, but if it's older, what do you think about that?
You have to try the carnivore diet because the perks are unmatched. Some of the
I mean, that's a fair enough point, but it's not, is it relevant to this video?
amazing benefits you can look forward to are projector.
Like, is Isaac Butterfield only eating, like, deer that he's shot that, like, old? I don't think so. Like, he's from Australia. He's probably eating fucking steaks or kangaroo balls or fucking wombat dicks or whatever those fucking criminals eat.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about the diarrhea, your body getting used to it, and then it goes away, and people find all of these amazing benefits from the carnivore diet. Like, all of their ailments go away and their lives are much better. But yeah, sure, just focus on...
Yeah, no, like you'll just get the shits anyway. If you're the kind of person that gets the shits, you're gonna get the shits, man. Like, I will say one thing. This is just, what do you call it? Anecdotal, right? When I have lived on these hippie places where, like, I've had to eat, like, I've had to eat fucking vegan shit. Like, after a meal, I'm, like, tripping. It's like I've fucking smoked, like, 10 bongs. I'm, like, off my face. Like, I can't focus. I'm fucking dreaming and shit. And for me, that means that, like, that kind of diet doesn't work for me. Okay. And with, like, eating meat, I feel clear-headed, and fish, I feel clear, a lot more clear. But when it comes to diarrhea, it just sort of seems like certain vegan shit will, like, back me up, and I'll have, like, you know, like, big shits and stuff. But generally, if you're gonna get diarrhea, you're gonna get diarrhea, man. Like, it doesn't seem to have changed for me either way. Maybe I've got a problem.
The diarrhea for a week.
High LDL cholesterol.
Okay, so what she's referring to here is LDL, or low density not a doctor, comedian. You obviously need to keep an eye on your LDL. That is the bad.
No, I would say fuck the LDL, fuck the HDL, fuck everything your doctor says, fuck all the drug tests you get, fuck your blood pressure, fuck even your blood sugar. What matters is, do you feel good? Are you good? Do you feel good? That is way more important than all of these markers, because these markers are markers. It doesn't mean your blood pressure's high, then you're fucked, or your sugar's high, then you're fucked. It could more mean, like, instead of taking pharmaceuticals, just change your lifestyle. Like, if your blood sugar's high, maybe exercise more, maybe eat less fruit, maybe whatever. Like, what I'm saying is, like, the markers themselves are markers. They are percentages. Do you know what I mean?
Bad cholesterol, what is known
Yeah, fucking doctors hate me because I'm off the charts on a lot of shit.
as the bad cholesterol, but
And I'm like, well, is it? Can you tell me that it's bad? They can just say it's increases chances of shit. You know what I mean?
the science is now suggesting you need to keep more of an eye on and I'm rehashing shit that I fucking listened to years ago.
These fucking cunts have, like, reduced the blood pressure shit recently, like I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago anyway. So what used to be okay is not okay anymore because they want to sell you fucking blood pressure medication and statins and shit. Because there's a relation. There's no causal thing, there's a relation, you know? Fuck these guys. Honestly, like, I don't give a fuck. I'll die early rather than go to a doctor. Because I've seen, and some of you might have seen, when people start getting into the whole doctor cycle, oh, your blood pressure's high, or oh, this is high, take this drug. But because of this drug, you need to take this drug. Oh, now you've got a risk for this. I'm talking about people I know, by the way. Now you've got a risk for this heart condition. So if you take this drug, oh shit, you lost your finger because this heart drug fucked up your circulation in some way, and we had to amputate your finger. Okay, so now if I amputate your finger, we need to give you something else, and it ends up stacking and stacking and stacking, and doctors will fucking kill you. Right? I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I will die early rather than go to a doctor. They will drag me screaming to a doctor for anything. I'll go to a doctor if I'm in so much pain that I need to. Otherwise, fuck them. I'm not going to get into that cycle. I've seen it kill people. It will kill you if you get into it, maybe. I'm not an expert. I'm just a crazy guy. Don't listen to me.
You need to keep more of an eye on the ratio. You also need to keep an eye on the size of these particles or something else, all right? I'm not the one to fucking listen to. Go and listen to an expert in the field. I'll tell you who's not an expert in the field. This fucking random woman. And also, can I go back to her just for a second? Saturated fat is fantastic for you.
Yeah, and you know who else is not an expert is you. And you've been saying some shit, Isaac Butterfield, as if you are an expert. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, admit that you're full of shit as much as she is, right?
Okay, there's so many resources out there where you can find not fucking comedians, but actual scientists, nutritionists, and people who are up to date with the most current.
And you know what? You can find a scientist that will agree with your outlook because it's the, what's the word? Consensus of science is a bit of a myth. So yeah, you can go and find some scientists that'll say veganism's great. You'll find some scientists that say carnivore's great. You'll find some scientists that say a balanced diet is great. The most important scientist in the fucking room is you, as a human, as a person. Change your diet, try it, try this, try this, try this, try that, see what works. That's the best thing. Fuck all these cunts, man.
Medical knowledge who will basically blow apart everything that she is saying and everything that the nutrition industry has been telling us for half a century or more. Okay, they blow it apart. Saturated fat is not the enemy. Calm down.
Increased risk of heart disease and several cancers. Maximizing your negative contribution to climate change.
Allegedly.
And most importantly, the blissful feeling of knowing that every single day...
I want to quit this fucking video already because I'm getting pissed off by both of these people. But I got like... Look at the... I got 3 minutes left. I'm gonna fucking go for it.
Sentient beings are being abused and murdered just for you. What are you waiting for? Ditch the nutrient and fiber-rich vegetables and eat carcass today.
Sounds good. Like, honestly, she's done a really good job at creating a fantastic ad for the carnivore diet because I don't want to look like you. And if just eating plants makes people look like you, then fuck it.
And this, I get this, like a lot of the vegan influencers, especially like, you know, the classic VYC days. You look at them and go, "Fuck, man! Like you don't look good." You know what I mean? And I don't mean to be sexy, but especially the women, like you don't look good. And with the men, it would be the opposite. It'd be like, okay, you look okay, but like you're mentally infirm, and that's because I think like when men drop below a certain body fat, they go insane, whether it's bodybuilders who go below a certain body fat or vegans. But yeah. But looking at this guy, like, I mean, I don't want to look like Isaac Butterfield either, you know? Like, I mean, like, he is a fucking 6'4", like, massive dude, and he's kind of fit and shit, but that beard, man. I don't know, man. I'm not on board with the whole beard thing, and I have a beard. I have a beard when I'm not shaving, basically. I have a beard. Every month I'll shave it, because I don't want to look like this cunt.
Sign me up for a big dirty rump steak immediately.
Riddle me this. So many meat eaters ask or even get angered by the fact that vegan...
Right, what is the thing where like people that get bald on top grow a big beard? It's like, can't you just be bald? Why do bald people in the West, particularly Australia, they start going bald on top, and it's like, well, I'm just going to make a massive beard then. Like, what the fuck is that shit about? I don't know, fuck, man.
Vegans try to get their food to taste like meat, when it's really them making meat taste like plants. I don't know many people who raw dog it and eat meat in its natural form. In fact, most will cook their animal flesh in olive oil or
Like, I've had beards, man. I've had some big beards. When you got a beard that big, it's like, you gotta wash it and shit, man. Do you know what I mean? It starts smelling of onion and things like that. It's just like not natural, right? Okay, maybe it's natural if you grew your hair. I'd respect that, right? If you got a big long beard, but you got like a big long hair like down to your fucking beyond your shoulders, that's cool. But this Aussie, I know I'm English. I'm just being a cunt about Aussies.
Even deep fry it in vegetable oil.
They cook meat with olive oil so it doesn't stick to the pan. By the way, butter's much better.
And that's either before or after flavouring it with garlic, lemon, herbs, spices, dressing, marinade.
Salt is the best, but
I've got 2 minutes left.
We're allowed to have other foods, mate.
All made from plants. They put plants on top of meat. They put plants underneath meat. They put plants around meat.
I'm not saying don't eat plants.
They sandwich meat in between plants. So if you ever get asked that question...
Who the fuck thinks that the plants are the best part of a meal? If that's you, get away from this channel now.
Make sure you do the old 180 and ask them right back why they're dressing up dead animals as plants.
Listen up, Lisa, whatever your fuck name is. No.
But I'm gonna say I've got like 1 minute left, right? This is like one of my final jabs. It's like Isaac Butterfield should go back to comedy. You know, there's not much comedy in this. For me, I should go back to reacting to actually decent videos that interest me. I shouldn't do what I did today, which is terrible. I continued reacting to a video that was shit, and then I stopped it, and then I continued reacting to a video that was shit because I'm bored and because it's fun to respond to videos. None of this is for the audience. I'm not giving the audience anything. If you're still listening to this now, like, I apologize for what I have become.
Amy, I don't know why I thought your name was Lisa. You look like a Lisa. Amy, listen, the fact that you guys, you vegan people, have vegan bacon and vegan beef and vegan everything is just strange. It is exactly the same, okay? You ready for this? It's exactly the same as, you know how some people, the old PDF files, you know how they sometimes buy...
What the fuck? We're talking about PDF files now. Okay, I've got like 30 seconds to go, I think.
By SEX dolls that are the size of children. Yeah, that's what you vegans are doing when you buy fake meat, okay? You big freaks. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the video. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me next.
To be fair, that was kind of an interesting comparison. But yeah, I'm out. This is the last vegan-related fucking thing I'm gonna respond to. I let myself down tonight. I let my audience down tonight. I apologize.
To le revoir. Bye-bye.
Funny, he's been saying peace in the Middle East forever, right? There's not much peace right now in the Middle East.